This is our third movie on how to build this project. At the moment we've imported the plan, so we know we've got the plan to size. We've tried to straighten the plan. We need to create our walls. So I'm going to use my wall tool. Now I'm using Vectorworks Architect, which means I'm going to be able to create specific walls. I'm going to create an unstyled wall, but I need to have some components. Now I know that the center of this wall is created from concrete block. So I'm going to create concrete block. This is my interior component. I'm going to add a material to this. So I'm looking for concrete masonry units. Concrete masonry units, CMU. Good, I've got some CMU. So this is 8 by 16 inches, which is about right. Now my thickness is 150 millimeters, so it's using quite skinny ones. We're not going to use stories for this, so we're going to just have it relative to the wall, relative to the wall. I'm going to have some master snap points on the left and right side of this component later on that allow me to do things with that. So that's my main component in the middle. Now I know that on the exterior, we're going to have some plaster. The plaster is going to be about 1 inch thick, about 25 millimeters, and we want to use a material which is plaster. We've got ceiling plaster, tile plaster, cement render. That's what I want, cement render, and relative to the wall, cool, it's all the same. And the material's taking care of a lot of the graphics for this. And we want to duplicate that and drag that one to the top. So we've got plaster, concrete block, plaster, and this is to do with our insertion location, really to do with our windows and how they're going to insert. So we're going to have a class for this. Let's edit this again. We haven't chosen a class yet. We're going to create a wall class. Just check to see what kind of classes we've got. We have got some wall component, and we have one called cladding. I'm just looking for one called plaster. So what I am going to do is, since I'm using classes, this is a non-structural component, so I'll make that non-structural. And my plaster here is also non-structural, so let's put that on the same class. Wall, component, non-structural, okay. And that makes this component here my structural part. So I'm going to put this on the class called wall, component. There should be a structural one, structure. So now I can just turn off my non-structural. Both plasters will disappear, just leaving me with my middle part. Okay, so now we can start drawing our walls. We're going to use the square mode. We're going to draw on the exterior. I'm going to come to this corner here, use our Z or our Z key to zoom in, click. And we want this to be, now we know it's 10 meters, but we also know that it's based on our core component. So I'm going to use my core component to draw this. So again, the Z or the Z key, click to start, come over here. Now we know that this is 10 meters, 10M, and we know it's 7 meters in this direction, 7M, but that doesn't include my plaster render. So at the moment, just the structural component, minus 7M, that would be better. And there we are, so we've got the first part. Now it says that my wall is using a story bound that doesn't exist. So let's go back and we'll fix that. So I've got those components okay, insertion options. The top bound is my layer wall height. I should have set that beforehand. And the bottom bound is my layer elevation. So now what I'm going to do now is save my preferences as my wall style. So the next thing is these walls in the inside are timber. So what we're going to do is to create a new wall style. So we're going to click on this now. We're going to convert it to unstyled. The concrete is going to become timber. So let's have a look here. So the concrete block is going to be my timber structure. The material is going to be timber. And there's a UK timber I'm going to use, so that one there I think will be fine. And the thickness is 90 millimeters because it's timber. Okay, this plaster here is going to be thinner. So it's going to be 1/2 inch, 12 millimeters. And this one's also going to be 1/2 inch, 12 millimeters. So it's a lot thinner. So I can save this and I can call this internal walls. Okay. Okay, so I've got a wall here. This wall down from here. Now you can see I'm still drawing my rectangle mode. So let's go back and we'll use the polygon mode. So I can go to this corner here hit the G key, 2 meters, and I can start drawing there 2 meters away. Now I'm drawing on that side of the wall. I want to change to that side because I'm drawing down the left side. Click, and it's drawn that one. Now this wall over here is a mirror image, so I can use my mirror tool. Lost it, there it is there, my mirror tool. Find the midpoint and place that one there. Now you can see that it's not joined as neatly as the first one did, so I'm just going to pull that back because now I can talk about wall joining modes. This is my wall joining mode here. I want to T-join the wall, so I want to T-join that wall to there and this wall down to that one. I also want a wall across the front here, so I'm going to go back to my wall tool and I'm going to draw a wall, and I think it's about there, and draw across there, and that wall joins together. So I've now got hopefully a three-dimensional model. Let's have a look there. So these walls that I've drawn here, they haven't gone to the right height because there's a bounding. So it's this one here that needs to be layer wall height. Bottom bound is that one there, and that should have been picked up in my wall style anyway. So let's go back to that one and that one, and we'll change those. And an easy way might be just to replace these and to replace them with our wall style that we've created. Main walls. Select, OK, and they've popped up to the right height. So got the walls, how about a slab? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now hide this. This is my scan. So I'm going to use my visibility tool. I'm using it in class mode. Click there, so I've hidden that. So I've got a slab to go underneath these. So if I select the 4 walls, or if I just select all of them, and then go to AEC on the menu bar, and I'm going to use Create Polys. So I'm going to use this one here, Create Polys from Walls. And what I really want is just a gross area polygon. There's my whole polygon. Right click. Create objects from shapes, and I want this to be a slab. Here's my slab object, and delete my source shapes, and OK. So I've now got a slab object. This is my slab object here. It's an unstyled slab. I can look at the components. It's got 150 millimeters thick. That'll be fine. The insertion point or the datum is to the top of the slab. So that's good, it's going to be at 0. And now I can go right click, send to back. So I need to create the slab at the front for my veranda. I'm going to use my rectangle to start with, down to here. So 10 meters wide, minus 2 meters, enter once, enter again, right click. Let's create objects from shapes. It's going to create the same kind of slab. But this slab here needs to be set down, so I can change its Z elevation to minus 100, and it'll drop that slab down a bit. So now I can put my columns across the front. That'll give me the ability to create my roof. Now to create the roof, I'm going to use a rectangle again, AEC, create roof. It's going to have a vertical edge. The overhang is only going to be very small, about 2 inches, 50 millimeters. Bearing inset 0. Roof pitch is 5 degrees, it's out on the outside edge. 7 feet high, 2100. I might need to change it later, but we'll see. And I don't need to retain the original objects. And there's my roof. So this one here is going to be a gable. And that should have given me my first roof. There we are. So I've selected my walls. I'm going to go to AEC. I'm going to create a roof. It's a vertical roof. The thickness of the roof is 6 inches. The bearing inset is 0. The roof pitch 25 degrees. The height 9 feet. Eave overhang 6 inches. I'm going to place it onto, layer is going to be the roof layer. Retain the original objects, OK. And you can see my walls are now poking through the roof. So what do I need to do? I need to use my Select Similar tool. Some people call it the magic wand. So I'm going to go to my floor layer, select my wall. So all my walls are now selected. AEC, fit walls to objects. And I want to fit to objects on the roof layer. And there it is. It's now fitted my walls. So my walls have now fitted to the roof. So you can see all my walls have been extended up so they fit the roof. And I just need some columns to support this roof at the front. So I want to put all the roofs together. So I'm going to put that onto my roof layer. And now I just need to have some columns. Now the columns need to start below and they need to finish at 2100. So let's start with a column object. Custom column. Let's have a look at our settings. And the other option is to use the structural member, which is that one. Structural member using columns. The column height is 2100 plus 100. And let's look at our settings. So here we're going to use a concrete column. Structural steel, no, structural concrete column. So we could use a circular one or we can use a square one. Select that. And I also need to go through my settings. Let's have a look at our settings. So this is using a concrete column. Let's look at the geometry. The height is 2200. The start offset minus 100. And the top offset 2100. So overall height 2200. Let's look at the profile again and select our shape. It's a rectangle. We want this to be 6 inches by 6 inches. And okay, so it should be a square column. And if we have a look, there's our square column there. Now I can choose my location. If I convert to unstyled, I can choose this to be the bottom left. That should be my insertion point. Now I can place my column at the very corner of my slab. That's one there. Maybe have one line up with that point. And now what we can do is we can then mirror those two. So if we select both of those, use the mirror tool, using the center of my slab. There we are. So I've got those columns. And at the moment, the columns are rather strange. Let's go to layer elevation, layer elevation. Those two there should have started at the layer elevation and layer elevation. And if we turn on the roof, it's now starting to take shape. So we've got the ability now, we've got columns. We can hide those if they're on a class. We can turn the roof off because it's all on the right layer. And that's got our eye care project well underway. Next movie is going to be placing the doors and windows and using styles to place them. So keep watching. Hey, if you're not already a subscriber, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon so you get notified. Also, if you want to get into more depth, become a member of my website. You'll be able to attend regular webinars, interactive webinars where you get to ask the questions. Catch you later.